Hello everyone, it's Sortrider here and welcome to another week in toys. And the week's already started off really well. I had a package from Star Action Figures and I'll show you me opening that right now. And inside the box is a figure I'm really excited to take a look at. It is Ahsoka Tano from The Mandalorian. Wow, this thing looks absolutely awesome. I can't wait to open it. And here is Ahsoka. This thing was due to come out according to like Amazon and Star Action Figures and a load of other places in January 2023. And I was reluctant to put a pre-order on her simply because it's a long while to wait, and I've pre-ordered Star Wars stuff before and then kind of regretted the idea, for example some Bad Batch stuff. But she come in stock, and I haven't seen her in stock in any other retail, and Star Action Figures still have her in stock. And she's amazing. The lightness on her is absolutely amazing. I love the kind of what they've done with the legs as well, the articulation here, the way it bends. It's tight, but it bends and incorporates like the almost baggy shorts dress thing she's got going on. And she's a lovely little figure. As I say, this is quite tight. She comes with white lightsabers as well, which is a little bit different. And look at that face sculpt. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. She's a lovely figure. And yeah, the last couple of weeks in toys have been all about the Black Series. Obviously last time round I got Fennec Shand, and that's what she looks like next to her, even though I've dropped her helmet. But you can see that they look pretty cool together. Now I have got another parcel which arrived just from Hasbro Pulse. And the weird thing is I had no notification about this from Yodel. It's just turned up. So obviously I ordered it. It wasn't a pre-order. I actually ordered this thing from Amazon, and it was due to arrive yesterday. And it did that thing, you know, when you order something from Amazon and it's still saying it's arriving today and it hadn't even shipped. So I saw this was in stock. I've missed out on this once before. It was back in stock, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to order this from Hasbro Pulse and cancel my Amazon order, which I did. Yeah, it begrudged me a little bit paying this much for this figure because it's a deluxe Black Series figure, and it shouldn't be, but it looks pretty good. It's Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett. I needed a newer version of Boba Fett. I've got the deluxe one and the original Black Series one over there, but I needed this more modern look. I'm not too bothered about the version where he just gets his armour back, but you know what, this looks great. I might pick up the version, the almost Tusken Raider one as well, if I see that in person somewhere. But you know what, I'm happy to have this. And it actually looks loads better in person. Loads better in person. Really nice detail. The face is actually better. And this is the thing, right? What I'm noticing is a lot of these figures on photos, the faces don't look good, but when I get them in hand, they look really good. Like Fennec Shand's fine, Ahsoka's really good, Bill Burke, but this one, it looks great. It looks really good. We've got obviously Boba on the side there, and we've got some details on the back. But yeah, another Black Series figure. And there are a few more Mandalorian / Book of Boba Fett figures out or coming out, but that is my main focus. But I've got the ones I really wanted. One that I have missed out on pre-ordering is that Dark Trooper, so I might have to try and get one of those from somewhere when it does come out. And that was talking about January 2023 as well, but obviously if Ahsoka's out now, then there's chances on that one might come out as well. But we need a Mandalorian Luke. We definitely need that. But yeah, cool figure. Looking forward to opening it up. And I did open him up, and my word, what a figure he is. He is glorious. Such a good figure. I'm shocked about how much I'm enjoying this figure. I know it's a mould that we've had before, with reuse of pieces and all that stuff, but it just works. The colours work. It's great. I really recommend this figure. I know Paul from Transformers, the show, loves a few Mandalorian type figures. He's been collecting them now, so if you haven't got this one, mate, pick it up. It is awesome. Yeah, you can't quite get his arms in the pose you want them to pull off some of the scenes from the show, but it's cool. I mean, even the little antenna still comes down and works, which I think we saw in the series. It's good. It's a good figure. Probably one of the best Black Series ones I've picked up this year, even though I've only bought 4. And definitely one of the best action figures I've picked up. He might be there in the top 10 come the end of the year. And I could not talk about this box art leak of Legacy Motormaster. It looks great. You can see that it's almost confirmed now that trailer is going to form Menasor like some of the third-party offerings, which I don't care about, to be honest. I think it's a great idea. I think for combiners they are parts forming. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yes, it's not the longest of trailers, but I don't care. I think this is going to be one hell of an awesome toy. And speaking of the toy, you can kind of see it on the top of the box. I think it looks great. I'm so excited by this. Yeah, can't wait to get my hands on one. So today's Sunday, the 10th of April, and I've been to the first car boot sale of 2022. And it was really small, to be honest. It's the one I normally go to, that you've seen me do hauls from in the past. And there wasn't a lot of stores there. I walked around once with my son. He got nothing but a couple of little tiny plastic dinosaur things. And then we walked around again, and I spotted something. And I'm very, very lucky that I've got the majority of the things that I had from when I was a kid. Majority of toys and all that kind of stuff. But there are a few things that I don't have because my sister have them or they've been lost over the years. And I saw this sitting on the table, and I had this. I had this one Christmas. Probably one I shouldn't have done because it's to do with an 18 movie, and I think I was about 7 when this was released, maybe 8. But I saw this sitting on the table. It's the Terminator VHS set. Now, this was a little bit more rusty. I tried to do a clean-up job on this. There was a load of like orange rust on the T2, which I've managed to get off, but unfortunately a byproduct of that is some of the paint has come off in the cleaning process, which is a little bit of a shame. And I was having a chat today with Shotton about it. I was a little bit gutted. Maybe I should have left the rust on there. I'll show you a picture of what it looked before. But you know what, you do these things to try and tidy it up a little bit. But as Dave said to me, this still looks pretty awesome. It looks a little bit worn. It looks like it's meant to be post-apocalyptic. And if I remember rightly, my original one of these didn't age too well. There was a lot of pitting and a lot of rust on there. But this is from 1992, and it's a VHS set, as you can see it on the back. And inside, if we open him up, it is immaculate. So we've got a T2 plastic cover here, which has got T2 on it. We've got a Terminator 2 book with some of the artwork from the film, photos from the film, that kind of stuff. And then we have both movies on VHS, and this is how I watched them when I was a lot younger, on these two VHSs. And I've had a look inside. I don't know if they've actually been watched because they're fully rewound. But yeah, on the back you've got the Terminator, and inside this is obviously the first Terminator film. You can see the VHS. Look how well that has been preserved. So I mean, it is gutting about the outside, but as I say, I don't think any of these really preserved that well. I think inside this is better than the one I had, because obviously I'd watched it loads, whereas this one, I don't think these have been ever watched, and the VHS are in relatively good condition. And this includes the making of Terminator 2 as well. So I mean, it was an awesome find. And when I saw the lady on the stall, I said, "Oh, how much is this?" And she went, "Well, they go for about £15 on eBay." I haven't looked on eBay for one of these. I kind of forgot it existed, to be honest. And she goes, "But you can have it for £8." And I said, but then she said to me, "Oh, it's a little bit rusted though, and I want you to take a £5." And she went, "Yeah." So I picked it up for a £5. As I say, I was a little bit gutted that I couldn't be able to clean the rust off a little bit better and preserve some of the blue. But you know what? Maybe it adds to the whole effect of the thing. And it's probably better to clean off that rust rather than it getting worse. There we go. But yeah, I thought this was an absolutely amazing find. Probably one of my best car boot finds ever. And it's amazing to, I suppose, to replace something that I've lost over the years. Dave said to me that, you know what, don't be too down because a bit of the paint comes off because you've replaced something that you lost years ago, and that's a really, really good point. Dave's a good bloke, he gives good advice, so cheers for that, Dave. Yeah, so I picked up that, a nice little Terminator 2 thingy, VHS thing. Not that I've got a VHS player anymore, not that it matters, but there we go. And then I saw a Transformer sitting on the store, and apparently, from chatting to Dave, I sold this to him a couple of years ago, so there we go. But it was sitting there. It was a bit more than I wanted to pay. I was expecting it to be about £1. She wanted £3 for it. I offered £2. She said £2.50, and I picked it up. So it's one of these Transformers Cybertron repaint into Revenge of the Fallen, and I forget this guy's name. He's very Beachcomber-esque, but it's not Clocker, is it? No, Clocker's the car, isn't it? It's missing his weapon, but I might actually have his weapon up the loft. I had to mess about trying to work out how to transform because I couldn't quite get my head around the bloody thing. But I think I've worked it out now. And here we go. Now, apart from his weapon, I think he's all there. He's not missing any doors or well, anything like that, Dave. Because I know Dave's had a bit of a bad luck with flea market bots at the moment. But yeah, he's all right, you know, he's all right. I do remember getting a version of this in a lot that I bought, and I must have moved it on, and I kind of regretted it, to be honest. So I must have sold this one to Dave. But as I say, I'm sure I have the weapon for him up in the loft, so I'll have a look for him later. But a decent little find. I couldn't just leave him on there. He's in relatively good condition. Yeah, so you can't leave a Transformer behind. There was actually a remote control Optimus Prime truck with the remote. I didn't bother though. I've stopped buying anything like randomly Transformer related just because there's no point. I would never have done anything with it, so I left it there for someone else to pick up. But yeah, considering it was so small, spent about £7.50, and I got a couple of really, really cool things. And that's it for another week in toys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll keep you up to date if anything else comes, either in the post or if I bump into anything in the shop. I am off half term this week with my son, so I'm going to be popping a few places, so who knows, I might find something there. Till next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.